Hello and welcome to yet another lecture on basic electrical engineering. Paper code ESEE101. Myself, Puthito Rai, Assistant Professor of Dr. Sudhir Chandrasu Institute of Technology and Sports Complex, Department of Electrical Engineering. Today, my topic is open circuit and short circuit test of a transformer. Lesson objective. After end of this topic, students will able to find different parameters of a transformer from open circuit and short circuit test and draw the equivalent circuit. So open circuit and short circuit test of a transformer. So in our previous lecture, we have seen that the different losses that are associated with the transformer along with the different parameters that we can find in order to obtain the equivalent circuit of a transformer. In order to find those parameters, there are two testings are done on a transformer. One is known as open circuit test, another is known as short circuit test. So introduction, necessity of testing, open circuit test, short circuit test, determination of parameters, advantages and disadvantages, and application. Today we will cover in this lecture. So, necessity of testing. Why testing is required? Because in transformer and other equipment, they have input and output. So, a question will arise that how we will measure the performance of that equipment or transformer, and we have we have a proper solution in order to find the losses that are associated with transformer. So, with the help of those testings, we can easily find all the parameters of a transformer like iron losses, copper losses, impedance losses, no load current, short circuit current. So, the necessity of testing both the testing on a transformer in order to find the different parameters that is related with the transformer. So the parameters are generally iron losses, copper losses, impedance losses, no load current, short circuit current. So generally a question will arrive in our mind that why we are performing this testing on a transformer. The answer is that in order to understand the basic principal operation of transformer, to obtain the equivalent circuit parameters, to estimate the efficiency and voltage regulation at various load. So, in order to find the basic principal operation of a transformer, understand that to obtain the equivalent circuit parameters of transformer, to estimate efficiency and voltage regulation at various loads of a transformer, those testings are performed on a transformer. So the concept and theory that is going, or the concept or theory that is applied behind this testing are that in order to find the parameters we are performing, in order to find the different parameters, those tests are performed of a transformer. And open circuit and the short circuit test are very convenient because they can be performed without actually loading of transformers. So they can easily be reformed without actually loading of a transformers. So this type of concept and theory that is working behind the testing of transformers. So first test is called the open circuit test. So we all know that the transformer has two windings. One is called the high voltage winding and another is called the low voltage winding. So the first thing is that the open circuit test of a transformer is performed on the low voltage winding and high voltage winding is kept open with the help of a voltmeter. So the first thing that is came in our mind that why a open circuit test is provided in a transformer. So the general purpose is to do the open circuit test of a transformer or to perform the open circuit test of a transformer in order to find the or measure the iron losses. So this test that is performed to find the shunt or no load branch parameters of equivalent circuit of a transformer in order to find the no load current component that we have already seen and the two parts of the no load current component that is IC or IW and IM are also found are also measured from the open circuit test. We are also seen that the from the equivalent circuit that is the R0 and S0 value that is the core loss resistance and the magnetic reactance parameters of the equivalent circuit is also find from the open circuit test. So it is clear that this test result the iron losses and no load current values. Thereby, we can determine the no load branch parameters with simple calculations from the open circuit test. So from the open circuit test, we can find or measure the iron losses and the no load branch parameter that is no load current and the two component of the no load current that is IC or IW and IA suffix M are also find from that particular um, portion that we also find the R0, R suffix 0 that is the core loss resistance and H0 that is the magnetic resistance parameters can also be found from the open circuit test. So this one from the open circuit test, this is the no load parameters that we can able to find along with the iron losses. So this is the no load component that is RC and XM that can be found and the current that is flowing through this is called the RC or R0. So I0 the no load current followed by the R0 and the X0 or say XM and the current flowing through the RC is known as IC or IW and current flowing through the XM or X0 is known as IM and the no load component of the current that can be easily found from the open circuit test. So another is the short circuit test. So short circuit test is find or carried out in order to find the equivalent resistance and leakage reactance of the transformer. So it is clear that the short circuit test is performed on the high voltage side of the transformer and the low voltage side of the transformer is short circuited. And short circuit test is generally carried out in order to find or determine the equivalent resistance and leakage reactance of the transformer. And short circuit test is also carried out in order to find the copper losses of the transformer. So this test is performed to find the series branch parameters of an equivalent circuit such as equivalent impedance, that is Z01 or Z02, total winding resistance, that is R01 or R02, total leakage reactance, that is H01 or H02. Also, it is possible to determine the copper loss at any desired load and total voltage drop of the transformer referred to primary or secondary. So, the short circuit test that is performed on the high voltage side of the transformer, keeping the low voltage side short circuited in order to find the copper losses at any desired load along with to find the series branch parameters of, the, of a transformer in order to determine the equivalent circuit of a transformer, that is equivalent resistance and leakage reactance of the transformer. So this is the general circuit diagram of open circuit test of a transformer. This is a single phase AC supply, and it is performed on the low voltage side, and the high voltage side is kept open with the help of a voltmeter. Here a voltmeter is connected in order to keep the high voltage side open, and there is a wattmeter that is connected. This voltmeter generally responsible for determine the voltage, and this is the ammeter which is responsible for determine the current that is passing through the transformer. And it is clear that the rated voltage at rated frequency is applied. This performance of open circuit test is performed at rated voltage of the transformer at rated frequency. So here it is that there is a single phase AC supply is provided with the help of a very variac. By changing that variac, or we can say an auto transformer, the voltage is supplied to the low voltage side and maintain it at rated voltage. So this is the general diagram of open circuit test, where open circuit test is performed at low voltage side and the high voltage side is kept open. Here with the help of a voltmeter, here a voltmeter is connected. A voltmeter is connected. With the help of a voltmeter, the high voltage side is kept open, and with the help of an auto transformer or variac, a single phase AC supply is provided to the low voltage winding of the transformer and kept it at rated voltage at a rated frequency, because the performance of the open circuit test is done at rated voltage. And an ammeter that is connected in series in order to find the current that is passing through it, and a voltmeter that is connected in parallel in order to find the voltage across the low voltage winding. So how to perform, that is a question that will arise, and it is clear that to connect wattmeter in the primary side, to connect the ammeter in series of phase in order to find the current passing through that particular phase, to connect voltmeter in parallel of the primary side that we have already seen. We will open the secondary side, that is the high voltage side is kept open, that we have already seen, and it is opened with the help of a voltmeter. It is not a well, here a voltmeter is connected in order to make it a open circuit. The purpose of this test is to find the no load loss or the core loss. A wattmeter, a voltmeter, ammeter are connected in low voltage side that we have already seen. This test is performed on low voltage winding, keeping high voltage winding open circuit. So why we perform this? So why this test is performed? So in open circuit test, the current measured by the ammeter will be very less. So the current, that is the no load component of the current that is measured by the wattmeter, measured by the ammeter in open circuit test is very less. So if the KVA rating of the transformer is same for from primary as well as the secondary side, so we are getting a very less value of the current. In low voltage side, we give the rated voltage. Normal flux will be set up in the code. Hence, normal iron loss will occur, and that is recorded by the ammeter, the wattmeter. So wattmeter generally used to measure the power, and this power is nothing but in the form of iron losses, because in case of the low voltage winding where the rated voltage is given, it will set a normal flux in the core, and the loss, that is the core loss or the iron loss, that is recorded by the wattmeter. As the primary no load current I0 is measured by the ammeter and its value is very small, the copper loss is negligible, or copper loss is small in the primary and nil in the secondary, because secondary is open circuited. So the high voltage side is open circuited, so the copper loss is very negligible, and the current that is measured in the low voltage winding, that is the I0, is very small. So the copper loss in the primary side is negligible or very small. So we can only concentrate on the core loss from the open circuit test. Hence, the wattmeter reading represent practically the core loss under no load condition. So the power that is the wattmeter that is generally record the uh, power that is generally known as the iron loss or the core loss of the transformer, and the ammeter generally record the no load component current, that is I0, and the voltmeter that is generally noted the voltage that is nearly equal to the rated voltage. Now the short circuit test. The another test is known as short circuit test. So it is clear that the short circuit test is performed on the high voltage side and the low voltage side is short circuited. And with the help of an auto transformer or a variac, a single phase AC supply is provided on the high voltage winding, where ammeter is connected in series in order to measure the current that is flowing through the circuit, and the voltmeter that is connected in parallel with the winding in order to find the voltage or measure the voltage, and a wattmeter that is connected in order to find the power of this circuit, that is the copper loss, total copper loss of the circuit that is measured by the, or the transformer that is measured by the wattmeter. So wattmeter measures the total copper loss of the wattmeter that is measured the total copper loss of the transformer. And here it is clearly that it is performed on the high voltage side short circuit test, but the low voltage side is short circuited. This is the general circuit diagram of short circuit test of a transformer. So how to measure? So we are connect the wattmeter at the primary side in order to find the power that we have already seen. Connect the ammeter in series with the primary side in order to find the line current that we have already seen. Connect the voltmeter in parallel of the primary side To find the voltage, we are shorting the secondary side with the help of a thick conductor, that is low voltage side is short circuited. Now give the small voltage supply to measure the copper loss. So the performance of the short circuit test is done on the rated current. The performance of the short circuit test is done on rated current. At rated voltage, the open circuit test is done. At rated current, the short circuit test is done in order to find the entire copper loss of the transformer. So important terms are there, that we have already seen, that the ammeter, voltmeter and the wattmeter that is connected in the high voltage side and the low voltage side is short circuited with the help of a thick wire, that we have seen with the help of a thick wire, and the applied voltage is a small percentage, that is the normally 5 to 7% of the rated voltage, because the short circuit test is performed at rated current. So the applied voltage, that is applied the single phase voltage with the help that we have seen, with the help single phase AC supply, with the help of a variac or a auto transformer, it is 5 to 7% of the rated voltage. So the core loss are very small, with the result of the wattmeter reading only represented the full load copper loss, that is I square R loss of the whole transformer, and it is given at the rated current. So rated current will be provided in order to perform the short circuit test, and here the value of the applied voltage is very small, that is 5 to 7% of the rated voltage. And we all know that the iron loss is proportional to the square of the applied voltage. Iron loss, that is proportional to the square of the applied voltage, and the applied voltage is 5 to 7% of the rated voltage. So that is why the iron loss is negligible, as it is performed on the at rated current. So the we will obtain from the wattmeter is the total I square loss of the transformer, that is known as the copper loss, or the full load copper loss of the transformer. So from the open circuit test, we will find the iron loss of the transformer, and from the short circuit test, we will find the full load copper loss of the transformer. So how short circuit test measure the copper loss? So we are shorting the low voltage side. So means with the help of a thick wire, we are shorting the low voltage side, means we are allowing the current to pass through the shorting conductor, and we are neglecting the whole core. So we are allowing, with the help of conception of short circuit, that the power portion that we have short circuited allow the whole current to flow through that, or most amount of current flow through that short circuit path. We are neglecting the core, means we are neglecting the conception of core loss or the iron loss. Now, the current that is passing through only winding and not through the core, so it's only detects the copper loss, because it is passing through the winding, not through the core. So now a question will arise, that why shorting is done on the low voltage side and not in the high voltage side. So the answer is that, so let us, we are considering a transformer that is 1 MVA, 415 volt and 1100 volt transformer. So if the short circuit test is performed on the low voltage side, the current will be given that 1 MVA is 10 to the power 6 VA divided by root 3 into 4154, that is 1391.2 ampere. Whether it is performed on the high voltage side, the current will be 1 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 1.732 into 1 equals 0 volt, that is 52.48 ampere. And if that is performed on the high voltage side, it's clear that this current is sufficient, or this current can be withstood by this amount of current 52.48 can be withstood by all the instruments that we are used in the circuit. But this current cannot be withstood by all the instruments because it is performed at the rated current. So it will damage the instrument that is connected, other instruments that are connected to perform in the transformer in order to perform the test. So that is why it is clear that this current can be withstood by all the transformer, all the equipments, other measuring instruments that are connected in the or that are applied in order to find the transformer testing. Those measuring equipments can withstand that current, this one, but not this one. So that is why it is performed on the high voltage side, not in the low voltage side, the short circuit test. It is performed in the high voltage side, not in the low voltage side. So how to find the parameters of the transformer? So the KVA rating of the transformer is KVA. So from the open circuit test, from that particular wattmeter, we are finding the value of W0, the line voltage V0, and the line current I0. And from the short circuit test, we are measure the power per phase, that is WSC. SC stands for short circuit, line voltage VSC, and the line current ISC that we have found from the voltmeter, ammeter, and the wattmeter reading in case of the open circuit and the short circuit test. So the calculation part is that W0, I0, and the V0 that we have get, from there we can easily find the cos A, that is the angle. So IW is the I0 cos A. That I0 value we are finding from the ammeter, V0 from the voltmeter, and W0 from the wattmeter. So from there we can easily calculate the angle cos A. So IW equal to I0 cos A. That is the I0, IW, that is the component of the I0, one of the component that we have found. And IM, that is the magnetizing component from the cos A, root over 1 minus cos square A is the sin A. So I0 sin A, that we are easily found the IM. And R0 value that we are easily found by V0 by IW. And X0 is V0 by IM. That is the calculation that we have found from the open circuit test. This calculation can easily done from the open circuit test. And from the short circuit test, that is the VSC, ISC that we can easily found, and WSC that we have found, that we have already seen. So we can found the ZSC, that is VSC by ISC. From there the RSC can be found, that is I square R equal to WSC, because WSC will give the total copper loss, that is the I square R loss. So ISC square into RC, that is I square R equal to WSC. From there RSC can easily be found. So XSC square is nothing but the ZSC square minus RSC square, or we can write XSC equal to root over of ZSC square, that is minus RSC square. So R1 or R2, that is equal to RSC by 2, and X1 and X2 equal to XSC by 2. So this portion is very much important because this is the copper loss. So this is I square R loss, that is I square R equal to WSC, that the power that we have found from the short circuit test. So this is the general calculation. So from that calculation, this portion that is we are all obtained from the open circuit test, and this one that is obtained from the short circuit test. So with the help of the two tests, we can easily find the approximate equivalent circuit of a transformer. This portion that is found from the open circuit test. It is clear that, and this portion it is that is found from the short circuit test. There is a no load component from the open circuit test, and the equivalent resistance and the leakage reactance of a transformer from the short circuit test. From those two tests, we can draw the equivalent, approximate equivalent circuit of a transformer. So we all know about the voltage regulation. The voltage regulation is can be given that it is the voltage at the secondary at no load minus voltage at the secondary at full load divided by voltage at the secondary at full load into 100. That is the percentage of voltage regulation. The secondary terminal voltage changes with the changes in the load. With the change in the load, the secondary terminal voltage is also changed due to the change in the voltage drop across the winding resistance and leakage reactances. The voltage regulation of a transformer is defined as the net change in secondary terminal voltage from no load to full load, expressed as a percentage of its rated voltage for the same primary voltage. So the percentage of voltage are given, regulation are given in this way. We already know this. So that the V of SNL and V of SFL are the effective values across secondary terminal under no load and the full load condition respectively. So from the open circuit and the short circuit test equation, the voltage regulation is given by percentage of voltage regulation equal to ISC into RSC cos alpha plus minus ISC XSC sin alpha, that is cos A sin A divided by V2 rated into 100. These all parameters that we have found from the open circuit and the short circuit test. So we can easily find the voltage regulation of a transformer from these two tests. Efficiency of a transformer, we know efficiency of a transformer can be determined by the ratio of output of a, this is also known to us, transformer to its input, ratio of output of the transformer to its input. So the efficiency of a transformer is much higher than that of a rotating electrical machine because there is no friction and the windage losses. So it can be written as input is nothing but the output plus losses. So the total losses, that is the iron loss and the copper loss, that those losses we can easily measure from the two tests, short circuit test, open circuit test and the short circuit test. Now the efficiency can be written as VSIS cos A divided by VSIS cos A plus WI plus ISP square RP plus IA square RS. So this is the efficiency that we can easily find from those two tests. From those two tests we can easily find those parameters and we can also comment on the efficiency and the maximum efficiency. This is the condition for the maximum efficiency, and we all know about the condition for the maximum efficiency. For the maximum efficiency, the iron loss or the coal loss equal to copper losses. So this is the condition from the maximum efficiency that we have already find from those two tests, because these parameters are found from those two tests. So we can comment on the first the voltage regulation of a transformer and also the efficiency of a transformer from those two tests. So the application is that by using the open circuit test, we can measure the loss of no load losses, means that iron loss. By using the short circuit test, we can measure the loss of full load losses, that is the copper loss. The no load loss, that is the iron loss, can be measured from the open circuit test. The full load loss of the copper loss can be measured from the short circuit test, and we can find the effective efficiency by using the iron loss and the coal loss, and also we can comment on the voltage regulation of a transformer. Also we can comment on the voltage regulation of a transformer. So the advantage are those that no require of extra load. These tests are very economical and convenient because they furnish the required information without actual loading of the transformer. They can easily furnish the required information without actually loading of the transformer. No much calculation is needed. It is very clear that calculation is very simple and efficiency can be found for any desired load without connecting it to the full load. That we can easily comment on the efficiency and also the voltage regulation of a transformer. So the disadvantages are that it is not economical to do this test on large rating machine as large amount of energy is wasted. We can't get information about the share of different type of losses because we can only know the core losses or the iron losses, but we do not know uh, about the hysteresis of the eddy current losses. And it is difficult to tasks to perform different kinds of load, that is RLC, from no load to full load to study the performance at different situations. So today we have learned the open circuit test and the short circuit test, that is the testing of transformer, and from that we can easily find the different parameters, the losses, that is the iron loss or the core loss from the open circuit test at no load, and at full load the copper loss, that is the I square loss from the short circuit test, and along with the no load parameters and equivalent resistance and leakage reactance of the transformer from those two tests. And we can also find the regulation of a transformer, the efficiency of a transformer with the help of those, and also the equivalent circuit of a transformer, the equivalent circuit of a transformer with help of these two tests. Thank you.